Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Policy Bazaar Live, where we answer all your insurance and finance related queries. In today's live session, we will be exploring and talking about the various Ramadan credit card offers. And joining us for this session is Sachin Desai, who is currently heading banking for Policy Bazaar UAE and knows the UAE banking ecosystem extremely well. For the audience who's watching, we'll be taking questions at the end of the webinar. So make sure you leave them in the YouTube live chat box and we will convey them to Sachin. Sachin, welcome to the live. How are you doing?
I'm good, Atti. How about you?
Good, good. Am I audible?
Yeah, very much. Loud and clear.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's get right into it. So,
Sure.
Sachin, every Ramadan banks offer exclusive deals and discounts on products and lifestyle experiences to credit card holders. What are some of the deals for this year?
So, Ramadan usually is a time of giving and generosity, right? With people exchanging gifts, making charitable donations during this holy period, right? So, credit card companies are not left, they don't, they offer a lot of rewards here. And when they're doing that, they offer rewards, discounts, and they also help people make charitable contributions where they encourage cardholders to give back to their communities. All right. So
Interesting.
I'll just touch upon some of the key, offers that might be included on most of the cards. So first and foremost, you have the dining discounts, where many credit card offers are there on, iftar and suhoor related events across restaurants and eateries in the UAE. Now, these discounts may range from 10 to 50% of the total bill, or may include special set menus at reduced prices. That's on the dining part. When you look at groceries,
Okay.
usually with families stocking up on groceries and food items for Ramadan gatherings and iftar meals, credit card issuers offer discounts or cashback rewards on grocery purchases made at select supermarkets or hypermarkets. Right now,
Hmm.
you look at Ramadan, it's also, as I said, people do a lot of charity. Now, some credit card companies collaborate with these charitable institutions, offering to match a percentage of donations that are made using their credit cards. This
Okay.
encourages cardholders to contribute to these noble causes, while also earning rewards or receiving other benefits. Now, along with the Ramadan period, it also coincides with school holidays and it's also travel period with people traveling for on account of Eid holidays. So credit card companies usually provide discounts on flight bookings, hotel stays, and travel packages. Now, this may include discounted airfares, complimentary room upgrades, and even bonus rewards for travel related expenses. Right. Now,
Hmm.
the other element would be in terms of lifestyle and entertainment deals. Credit card holders enjoy special offers on certain entertainment activities such as movie tickets, theme parks,
Hmm.
spa treatments, and other leisure experiences. Now, these promotions aim
Yeah.
to enhance the overall Ramadan experience for individuals and families who want to unwind and celebrate. Okay, now in this
Okay.
age of online shopping, the Amazons and the Noons of the world can't be left behind, right? So, with
Yeah.
the increase of online shopping, credit card companies partner with e-commerce platforms to offer exclusive discounts, cash rewards, and some even offer like free shipping during Ramadan. Now, all of this will encourage cardholders to shop conveniently from the comfort of their homes while also enjoying benefits on their credit cards. Right now,
Yeah.
last but not the least, as I said earlier, you have people tend to enjoy a lot of iftar. It's a time of people coming together for their iftar meals or for the suhoor meals. So many hotels and restaurants host lavish iftar buffets during Ramadan.
Hmm.
And credit card issuers collaborate with these establishments to offer special discounts or a buy one get one free kind of a deal. And you also have it on iftar buffet reservations, making dining out more affordable for families and groups, right? Because
Got it.
iftar buffets are very common among corporates as well, and that's where all the credit card companies line up all these offers for individuals as well as for corporates.
Got it. Got it. Could you just take a little bit of time to explain how these deals and discounts and credit cards actually work?
Okay, so Ramadan deals and discounts offer credit card holders an opportunity to save money, earn rewards, while also celebrating the holy month. Now, by taking advantage of these exclusive offers and understanding how they work, credit card holders can make the most of their credit card benefits during Ramadan. Now, it's very important that customers read the terms and conditions to have a better understanding of what's the promotional period, who are the participating merchants, what's the discount and offers that are going on. Now, they also need to understand what are the minimum spend requirements. Like certain cards come
Okay.
with minimum spend criteria, and also understand
Mm.
the redemption process in terms of how are they going to get their benefits. In terms of if it's a cashback on applying for a credit card, then how is the cashback coming back to the customer? In how many days? So on and so forth, right? Uh,
Got it.
they also need to understand that whenever you have for existing cardholders, if I were to add, then in that case people need to understand that while sometimes these offers or promotions require the customer to enroll either through a SMS or through the mobile app. Now these are elements which the customer needs to understand to then make it more rewarding.
Got it. Got it. So moving on, how can we make the most of these Ramadan offers? What would we have, like, would we have to pay some hidden charges if we avail any of these services? How does it actually work
Uh,
for us
nice.
as customers?
Yeah, nice question. Somehow I get this feeling that customers are always worried about the hidden charges. But
Yeah.
to be very frank on this one, customers may not necessarily encounter any hidden charges while availing the Ramadan credit card offers. But it's essential at the same time to carefully understand the terms and conditions associated with the offer. Now, what this actually does is it helps the customer understand what are there any potential fees or charges that may apply. While credit card
Hmm.
issuers usually strive to be transparent about the costs and the conditions of their promotions, there are a few factors that customers also need to make sure so that they are not caught off guard by unexpected charges, like annual fees. Some
Hmm.
credit card company might dole out an offer saying that you'll get 1,500 dirham cash back on applying for a new card. Now the customer also needs
Got
to
it.
understand that there would be annual fees along with that particular card, right?
Hmm.
The next criteria would be the minimum spend requirements. There might be
Hmm.
interest charges if somebody doesn't use the card or doesn't pay in full after using the card, right? Now certain when they are traveling, people might go ahead and spend, and they might not realize that there are foreign transaction fees. Or if
Hmm.
they withdraw cash from the ATM using the credit card, then there would be a cash advance fee. So customers need to make sure that they're taking informed decisions and maximizing these promotions without incurring any unexpected costs.
Got it. Got it. So how can customers redeem the offers available on these credit cards? Let's just go a little bit in depth on
Yeah,
this.
sure.
How can they
Yeah,
go ahead and do that?
right. So, as I said earlier, once these offers are rolled out, there will be a lot of marketing all over. And then customers, once they have read the terms and conditions, redeeming offers on credit cards is pretty simple. It just involves a few steps, which may
Okay.
vary depending on the promotion and the card issuing bank or the company, right? So
Hmm.
I can only provide a general guideline in terms of how to redeem offers on a credit card.
Hmm.
So now one is, as I said earlier, the customer needs to check the offer details. They need to start by
Hmm.
reviewing the details of the offer and the promotion to understand what's the eligibility criteria, what's the time frame. and if it requires any promo codes
Got it.
that are associated with that particular offer. And once the customer meets the eligibility criteria, let's take an example. So if the credit card says that you make a spend of 5,000 dirhams and we'll give you a 500 dirham cashback, then the customer needs to understand that what all is included in terms of the spending. What's the minimum purchase amount? Is it to be done using a specific payment method? Because today you have something like an Amazon, like an Apple or a Samsung Pay. So some banks would specify that you need to pay through your digital wallet. Some would say that, okay, you can make a payment either using your digital wallet, or you can pay, upfront, like you tap by tapping your card or swiping your card. Or it could also involve participating at specific merchants like hypermarkets, or shopping at certain outlets. Or it could be a
Got
spend related campaign at a particular hotel or a hotel chain. So customers need to be aware of that. And once they have made the qualifying purchase, okay, then while making the purchase as well, as I said earlier, the promo code, if that's applicable. Sometimes the offer requires a promo code to be entered at the time of checkout or at the time of payment. So promo codes are often provided in the offer communication, or it would be available on the website or on the mobile app. So customers need to make sure that they enter the promo code at the time of making the transaction. And once that's done, they can then confirm on the redemption, because that's the main criteria, that once you've qualified for the transaction and you've entered the promo code, now it's time to understand the instructions to confirm the redemption or getting your payback, right? So usually what happens is that customers, once they meet the criteria, they would receive a confirmation from the bank saying that, or from the merchant's website, saying that, yes, this is the transaction that you've made, and this is how it will be entered into that particular campaign. So they would either receive an email or an SMS from the credit card issuing bank. Now, when you want to check on rewards and discounts, after redeeming the offer, they also need to make sure that those transactions appear on the credit card statement, or if it's in terms of rewards. Now, usually every card comes back with some or the other loyalty program. So while you're swiping the card on a particular transaction, you also earn rewards for those transactions, right? So these rewards are typically credited into your account within a specific time frame, which may vary depending on the offer terms. But usually it's a month to 45 days that the bank would wait for before giving out the rewards or the cashback.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so we spoke a lot about cashback and the rewards. How long does it typically take to receive those cashbacks, especially on Ramadan credit card offers?
Yeah. So banks usually mention the offer fulfillment timeline as a part of the offer T's and C's, the terms and conditions, right? So these rewards are typically credited to your credit card account within a specified date or on meeting the spend criteria. Let's say, for example, if somebody goes ahead and swipes the card for 5,000 and the spend criteria says that you need to spend 5,000 within the first 30 days, then on meeting the spend criteria, immediately in a few days, you might get that. Or the bank would specify that we would be doing our reconciliation after, say, 30 days from the end of the promotional offer, so that it gives everybody enough time to then go ahead and make sure that it appears on the statement. People can check if there are any wrong transactions appearing, then people can dispute those. So usually banks would then, but in general, if I were to say, these transactions, the cashback or the rewards would happen within a 30 to 45-day period from the end of the Ramadan offer.
Got it.
Now,
Okay.
while we do that, as I said earlier, if any transactions are disputed or there are refunds or reversals, these would not be included in the cashback calculations. So customers need to be wary of that, right? Along with that, credit card spend such as cash withdrawals or transactions which are in cash, balance transfers, or people borrow on the card like a credit card loan, these are not
Got it.
considered as part of the usual spend targets. The spends have to
Okay.
actually be at a merchant, at a hotel, or some of these participating entities, which would be mentioned. So if there are any exclusions on the campaign, those would also be communicated as a part of the terms and conditions of the campaign.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So now we've spoken about a lot of, how many offers there are. There are so many credit card companies giving us
Yeah,
these offers. So
yeah.
how can consumers ensure that they are getting the best value from their Ramadan credit card offers?
Okay. Uh, I would say nowadays customers are very keen about and they are very well read and educated about what's happening, and social media is also helping people understand campaigns better.
Hmm.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
the best value for Ramadan credit card offers can be availed by the customer if they do a bit of kind of their own homework. What they need to do is they need to compare offers before making any purchases. Compare what's the Ramadan offer available at different card issuers. Look at promotions that provide the most
Hmm.
significant discounts or cash rewards, right? And
Yeah.
once the next part is understanding the terms and conditions. They need to thoroughly understand the terms and conditions for each offer, including the eligibility
Hmm.
criteria, the minimum spend requirements, or any other limitations, right?
Yeah.
And once they have already gone ahead and done the transactions, they also need to calculate what are the savings, what's the potential savings or rewards that a customer can
Hmm.
earn through these offers. Compare the expected saving across different offers, and then it's for the customer to choose which one offers the best value proposition, right? Now,
Got it.
what
Yeah.
is also important is utilizing these rewards optimally. Because if the
Hmm.
Ramadan offer includes reward points or cashback incentives, we need to understand how to redeem these rewards effectively to maximize their value. Because sometimes people
Got
spend a lot, they earn reward points, and then they don't use those reward points, and then they expire.
it. Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm sure it's happened to all of us at some point or the other.
Yeah.
Maybe just forget to redeem those. So then you're not really utilizing that offer optimally.
Yeah.
The
True.
other last but the most important thing is Ramadan involves a lot of there are a lot of offers going on at all these hypermarkets and across locations. So
Yeah.
what the customer needs to do is also plan these big ticket purchases strategically. Because if you plan your purchases strategically, you can take full advantage of the Ramadan offers, consolidate your shopping or spending to meet the spend requirements, and you can maximize the benefits of the promotion.
True. Okay, so one question I really want to know is, because there are so many offers, it's so easy to overspend, right? How can somebody like me control this?
Okay, that's a very good question. See, it's very important for cardholders to stay updated with the latest promotions, the terms and conditions that are there with these Ramadan offers, right? To make the most out of their credit card benefits. Now, this is what both you, me, everybody else is trying to achieve. But now,
Yeah.
what happens is, credit card can be a very powerful financial tool when used wisely. Okay, if you understand it right and you use it right, it can be very useful. By understanding, for each customer, each everyone has to understand his or her own financial situation. They need to make sure that they have the right card, and they need to manage the credit responsibly. You can
Hmm.
Doing this, you can really leverage the benefits of a credit card while avoiding the common pitfalls. I always keep reiterating this fact to all my friends and also to people that I know, that if you're using the credit card, please make sure that you pay it on time and you don't overspend, because
Yeah.
somewhere the restraint has to be practiced. Like it's a kind of self discipline that you need to install. uh, I can be very prescriptive about it, but it's for each individual to assess his own situation and then accordingly spend within his, stay within
Limits.
his spending limits.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I will take note of that. Thank you so much, Sachin, for all of this wonderful insight. I think we have certain questions from the audience that we now love to take.
Sure.
Okay, Mosri Das is asking, are there any special promotions or discounts available on gold purchases with certain credit cards during Ramadan in the UAE?
Okay, so usually all the credit cards have promotional campaigns going on with jewelry firms, right? And it all these are all big ticket items, and people do spend a lot on jewelry here, especially in the
Hmm.
UAE. Now,
Yeah.
what what we need to do is we need to make sure that we understand what's the promotion that's running. So whichever card you're holding, my friend, you need to go onto the website, understand what the bank is offering, and basis that, as I said, understand the spend criteria, understand what's the offer period, how you're going to get the redemption of it, and then basically go ahead and spend at that particular outlet or whichever merchant is enrolled with the bank. And that's how you'll make the maximum out of a gold purchase.
Got it. Got it. I hope mostly that answers your question. Uh, there's Tanvi who's asking, are Ramadan discounts valid till Eid?
Yeah, definitely. So I think the maximum shopping happens in the last 4 days prior to Eid. So last 4 days of Ramadan are really big ticket. You would see crazy crowds going crazy shopping for the last 4 days in anticipation of Eid, and they would be running right up to Eid. There are certain, usually banks would run offers, which would some banks that I know are running offers right up to the 15th of April. So I'm sure that covers the entire week, even after Eid. Considering that Eid would fall around the second week of April, I'm sure the discounts and the offers would be extended right around mid-April at least.
All right, got it. Tanvi, I hope that answers your question. Okay, we have Kunal Joshi asking, what is the waiting time for receiving cashback or rewards on Ramadan offers?
Yeah. So usually a cashback would come in as a part of your statement, or so it differs, as I said, from bank to bank. Uh, Now, when you look at a cashback, one is a specific, if you're using a cashback card, then usually that cashback would should reflect in your statement. And if it's an offer which is in addition to the usual cashback card that you're using, then in that case, that particular, you'll have to read the terms and conditions to see when, what would be the timeline. Usually the timeline is, as I said earlier, 30 to 45 days from the end of the campaign. That's when the cashback would be credited back into your account.
Got it. We have another question from Abhimanyu Chaturvedi. Are Ramadan offers also available for international transactions?
Yeah, some banks see, as I said earlier, that the bank's T's and C's are usually mentioned, and you'll have to see whether the foreign transactions are included in these or not. While you go ahead and do the foreign transactions, you also have to take into account that foreign transactions would also entail a foreign transaction fee. So please weigh your options and then spend accordingly.
Yes, Abhimanyu, I hope that was answered. We have Puneet Chaturvedi asking, what are the key words one should carefully read while choosing a credit card?
While choosing a credit card. Okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I didn't get the name of the person asking this question.
Puneet,
Puneet.
Puneet,
Puneet,
Puneet
yeah.
Chatur.
Okay. So, Puneet, my suggestion to you would be I think this is the right time to go for a credit card because what I know is some of the larger banks are offering an onboarding, they have an onboarding campaign where if you get approved for a credit card and you make a certain basic minimum spend, I think it would be around 5,000 odd, which would be really easy for anyone getting a credit card to do within 30 or 60 days. And then if you're going to get 1,000 to 1,500 dirhams as cash back, that would be one time to really go ahead and apply for a product. And here you can visit our website and take a look at what's there on offer. You can select from a variety of cards depending on what is your liking. You can look at a cashback, a free for life, a travel card, or a lifestyle card, depending on what's your spending pattern. This would be the right time to pick up a card, my friend, if you don't have one.
Puneet, I hope that answers your question. All right, I think that was it for audience questions. Thank you so much, Sachin, for taking the time out and joining us and explaining all of this wonderfully. That was some really great insight.
Hey, thanks, Aditi. The pleasure is all mine. It was nice interacting and taking up all these audience questions as well.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And for anybody who still has any queries, you guys can log on to Policybazaar.ae and speak or consult with an expert to have any of your queries resolved. With that, it's a wrap for today's webinar. If you like today's session, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram or through our Instagram handle @PolicybazaarUAE, or reach out to us via any other social channel. We will be back very soon with another webinar. Till then, take care and thank you.
Thank you.